Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.
Exceptional products, expert design, experienced professionals. An American Buildings Company authorized builder can turn your dream of a new building into a reality. Because ABC Builders are local contractors, they know your market and can handle your project from beginning to end. So if you're ready today, your ABC Builder is building tomorrow.
Call Munter Enterprises, 518-584-6174.
Yesterday, the upcoming interview contained a lot of information. So instead of editing it, we decided to give it to you in two parts. Here's part two.
And this book is his second book. The first one was his dissertation. And the second one, The Souls of Black Folk, was first published in 1903. And while it is being used to teach in history, political science, sociology, philosophy, and other disciplines as well, this book is important to me because it is also about education. And the 14 essays were all written to educate Americans about the status of black people approximately 2 generations out of a system of slavery.
And you know, if you're framing this in terms of time, it was right after the end of the Civil War.
That he was born.
Yes, so that there is an enormous amount of experience and changes in culture, changes in society that were trying to take form. Some gratefully we've kept to this day, and others we seem to have lost our way. But in these, the book is comprised, I think you were telling me, of 14 essays, is that correct?
That's right.
So there's a historical perspective, social perspective, cultural perspective. What are the lessons in that book that apply to today?
That's a big question. Everything in it, maybe?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I hear you.
Well, most of the audience listening to this interview probably, or maybe not most, but some, will be aware of one of the essays in this book, and it's the book of Mr. Booker T. Washington and others. And that essay is about leadership, and it's about education, and it's about political participation. I think that this book is going to help us. I'm losing it.
You're not losing it at all. You're right. You're hoping that it'll help us. Right?
It's going to help us to realize that in, 150 years after his birth, we are still dealing with the same issues that he brought to our attention in this little book. There is a strain of the traditional spirituals in this book. And to me, that is the part of the book that makes the book approachable to all audiences. You know, I'm using it to teach. It can be used to teach at the college and the high school level, but to use it in a general audience of people to talk about the importance of it, the sorrow songs, which is what Dubois calls the traditional spirituals, is what is most important. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about it today. Each of the 14 chapters has bars of music without any words and without any title. And those are bars of music from traditional spirituals, which, by the way, Dubois argues is the only American music. So black folks created out of their sorrow and pain during a time of enslavement American music.
Right. You know, that is so relevant on many levels. I was telling MaryNell that recently I was listening to an interview with the jazz great Bill Evans, and he was talking about the universal language of music, and that they were talking to him about the fact that his style of playing was so deep, so simple, so sophisticated, and so real, and he attributed all that to his ability to try to understand the essence of what he referred to as the Negro spiritual. And just the whole sense of born out of that pain really is such a message that is, number one, universal, but it's also timeless.
Absolutely.
Right? And there's a great lesson to learn in that. Well, obviously, we're just kind of skimming the surface of this interview. We're out of time, but I just really want to thank you for coming in, and I want to mention the book. I just found out about this book, and I'm going to read it tonight, actually. The Souls of Black Folk, W.E.B. Dubois. And you really owe it to yourself to find out who this person is, the contributions that he made to America and to our sense of culture and history, and hopefully a lesson for all of us to learn in that moving forward.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you, MaryNell. Very nice to have you here. It was great.
Very nice to be here.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
A pleasure as well.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.
Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.
Exceptional products, expert design, experienced professionals. An American Buildings Company authorized builder can turn your dream of a new building into a reality. Because ABC Builders are local contractors, they know your market and can handle your project from beginning to end. So if you're ready today, your ABC Builder is building tomorrow.
Call Munter Enterprises, 518-584-6174.